I just started the stream. Wait about 30 seconds, it'll show up.
That's fine.
Okay.
When that goes down to 0, there's going to be a video, and then when they show the full court, I'll start talking.
Okay.
Good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to Gene Zorn Gymnasium. And I am with my partner in crime, Mr. Don Nicholson in the house, my co-counselor. Glad you could join me, Don. It's going to be a great night of basketball, Mr. Nicholson.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Always a great night of basketball here at Gene Zorn Gymnasium. So, Mr. Nicholson, here's what we got. We got a team coming in from Loudonville, Ohio, right down below Smithville. Take 57 to Route 3, and boom, right there in Loudonville. I know you've done some hunting there, big guy. Am I right?
I've been around those areas.
That area?
Yes,
I know for a fact you've done some golfing around that area. Mohican Hills area down there.
It's a great area.
Oh yeah, that's God's country down there. But let me tell you something about this team that the Lady Tigers are going to face tonight. We got a Loudonville team that comes in at 17-4, and they are 8-0 in their league. And they've got a young lady, sophomore, 5'9" guard, Corey Vermillion, who just scored her 1,000th point as a sophomore. So she's got to be something special.
Wow.
We're looking forward to seeing her play, obviously. But we're also looking to see the Tigers get ready for their tournament action this coming Wednesday. They play the mighty Wyndham Bombers, and you know who the coach of that is, don't you? Jimmy Joe Collins in the house.
Our buddy
Jimmy Joe, coaching the Lady Bombers. So this game right here, essentially the Tigers coming in at 6-15 overall, 2-12 in the league. This is a prep game. This is going to be a tough matchup. I got to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. If you're joining us on Newton Falls YouTube, you're going to see a really good basketball team against the Lady Tigers, who have, admittedly struggled this year. But I want to see the Tigers compete tonight. Win or lose, I want to see us play hard and get ready for the tournament. So it should be a good matchup. Mr. Nicholson, you're a big fella, you always played the post. So I want to hear your comments about the post play.
Three-man.
Oh, you could not shoot outside of 5 feet. I don't want to hear anything about
Karis LeVert.
The only thing you slashed was your savings and your costs and anything. So we're getting ready here for tip-off pretty soon, and eventually we'll send it down to Chris Collins. But I do want to hear your input on some of the post play down there, because obviously my 5'8" frame didn't play any posts, so we'll get your 2 cents on that.
It might get 1 cent.
All right, good enough. That's more than you've ever given me before. So at this point, we're going to go down to Chris Collins at the table, and we're going to get starting lineups and national anthem here real quick.
The athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of Nfhs High School, and fans are asked to respect the effort each of them has put forward preparing for tonight's contest. We ask all attending to show courtesy and respect for fellow fans, officials, coaches, those administrating the contest, and of course, your team and your opponent. And as important today as ever, please respect the game. And now let's meet the starters. Starting with the Loudonville Redbirds. Sophomore, number 2. Junior, number 3. Junior, number 10. Senior, number 9. And junior, 22, and 1. The Redbirds are coached by Mrs. Tyler with the assistance of Rex Conway and Alex Davis. Starter for the Nfhs Lady Tigers. Starting off, junior, in the number 33 jersey is Shelby Butler. And then number 3, junior, Natalie Allen. Wearing number 4, sophomore, is Danny Drake. And number 14, sophomore, Gigi Moore. And our starter is number 2, sophomore, Tigers are coached by Mr. Mark Baker, with assistance from Tony Buchner and David Nicholas.
All right, guys, it's our turn. Take it over, gentlemen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for tip-off. Shelby Fowler with the tip, and I'm trying to think, Redbirds, that's it, Loudonville Redbirds. Control the tip, lob pass into 22. No good. Now, Mr. Nicholson, 22, as that sophomore, Corey Vermillion. We'll be keeping an eye on her all night.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, number 2 is the sophomore.
Oh, she
yes.
just made the nice bank shot.
She got the first bucket of the night. She's up to 1,003 points.
Real smooth shot.
Chloe Butler draws the foul for the Tigers. They'll go side out of bounds. So the Tigers have been exploring different point guards throughout the season. A lot of times Danny Drake will handle the point, sometimes Chloe Butler, sometimes Gigi Morgan. And it looks like the Redbirds will open up in a man-to-man, really sagging quite a bit on the help side, which is good fundamentals. Ball on the floor, it's going to be a jump ball. That should stay Tiger ball. Let's see what the Redbirds run out of bounds here. It looks like they're going to stay man-to-man. Fowler trying to get position. Butler steps in, takes the pass. Drake out top to Natalie Albert for 3 off the mark. There's a rebound by number 20. That's Shaylin Gilliams. There's 2. Nice dish underneath to 22. Up and in with the basket. And they're going to turn the press on a little 1-2-2 full court, and the Tigers are going to have to get it across. They're passing side to side. There we go. Drake splits the defense into Fowler. Back out to Butler. And now, and there's a good steal by number 2. That is your girl, Corey
Off the
Vermillion.
glass.
She's off to a quick start, and we could see a full dose of that tonight, Mr. Nicholson. Can I call you Dawn now that we're not in the school day?
Mr. Nicholson's kid, Mr.
Oh,
Cannon.
okay. 3-point shot by Natalie Albert. The Redbirds control back the other way into the front court. They get a screen from 22. She rolls, gets the dish, kicks back out to Vermillion. Tigers do a nice job stopping penetration. Good ball movement by the Redbirds. Off the mark, and two's there to run it down, but that's going to be Tiger basketball. So you can tell already, Tyler Bates, the head coach for Loudonville, has done a really nice job with the fundamentals. You can just tell they're well coached and they play a lot of basketball because they know what they're doing here on this trap for sure. Butler gets rid of it somehow. Fowler advances it to Albert. She gets in the paint, kicks it back out to Drake. Albert thought about that three. Good pass underneath to Shelby Fowler with the up and in. That's what you like to see, right?
Good bucket.
Getting on the board. Okay, number 20's not shy. She puts it up, 22 with the board. Good defense by Shelby. Going straight up with her arms. Not getting the foul. Albert swings it over to Drake. There's Butler to Gigi Morgan. She likes to go left hand, Mr. Nicholson. She is lefty. Has a little bit of advantage that way. Butler spins, gets to the paint. 10 with the defense, cuts Drake off. Albert has it. She's going to try to split the defense. That's not a good decision. Here come the Redbirds back the other way. Number 10 in the corner, Kenzie Cutlip, into 22.
Wow. Okay.
That looked like you, Mr.
Turnaround
Nicholson.
jumper.
Yeah, Joe Barry Carroll back in the day.
It looked good.
Maddie Klein with the nice inside shot for the Redbirds. 8-2, Tigers down early first quarter. It'll go side out of bounds. Tigers got to get it in. That's a tough spot to get it in, and that's why you don't get it in there. Now, Mr. Nicholson, being a former basketball coach, and you always tell your kids if you're the passer and your cutter is by the half court, throw it in the back court. You're allowed to catch it in the back court. Oh, man.
And keep it out of the corner.
That's right. Keep it out of the corner. Number 3, Jalen Johnson rattles it home from 3. And Coach Mark Baker is going to take a little timeout and talk about some things defensively, obviously. 11 quick points in the first 3 minutes and about 45 seconds for the Redbirds. So I don't know who you key on this team. So far, I've seen 22 do some nice things. And now we see number 3, Jalen Johnson, rattle home a 3. And you know what number 2 can do. So.
And they're throwing 2 feet behind the three-point line. They're not afraid to let it go.
Not afraid to let it go, and why not? Why not? 17-4 coming in, 8-0 in the league. Last year, a lot of these girls got valuable playing time for Loudonville as they went to the regionals last year, lost to Shady Side in the regional semifinals, so Sweet 16 team last year. And he's only got one senior, so good for him. Chloe Butler, coast to coast, no good. Shelby Fowler hustles for the rebound, kicks it back to Gigi Morgan. I'd like to see Gigi pull that trigger on that, Mr. Nicholson. So far, I like what Loudonville's doing, cutting off the penetration. Albert's going to go baseline, a little floater off the back side of the rim, or the backboard. And here's Vermillion. She's going to go coast to coast.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Soft off the glass.
Yeah, she plays strong for a sophomore. And they got her at the top of this press. She's fairly long-armed. Butler splits it and draws another foul. So Chloe Butler doing the dirty work here, at least getting a couple fouls called on Loudonville. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us on NF Schools YouTube, love to hear who you are and where you're watching from. We got Dan Holstein watching from the Laguna Beach area in California. I've always said, Dan, you got to get a life. If you're watching Lady Tiger basketball, either your marriage is bad or you just got to get a life, man. And I know your marriage isn't bad. You got the best wife besides my wife and Mr. Nicholson's wife. Third best wife. Jack Jenkins watching from Cookeville, Tennessee, Mr. Nicholson.
Okay. There goes
Vermillion, yeah.
Boy, off the
And
glass
she is
again.
sweet to the hoop.
Oh, boy. Effortless.
Yeah, she's smooth. And there she is trying to get that steal out top. Drake pulls up, might have taken an extra step. Ashley Harvey into the game for the Tigers, and Drake passes it to her imaginary friend in the front row. She was open, and that friend was open though. All right, so here's what the deal is tonight. The Tigers are gonna have to keep their cool and just one possession at a time because they're facing a really good team. They don't want to lose their frustration and composure here tonight. Just try to keep being competitive. There's number 3 in the paint, and Shelby Fowler gets tagged with a pretty soft foul, I thought. Here's a replay. I thought Shelby just stood her ground. She might have bumped her a little bit. Vicky B is watching from Cookeville, Tennessee as well with Jack Jenkins. Good to have you join us. If you're watching from Loudonville, there's a three-point shot, number 20. Smooth stroke, Shaylin Gilliams. That's her second, am I right? Or is that 22
problem,
they hit the other one? Pick your poison with this Loudonville team. Butler trapped in the corner. She's going to dump it down to Shelby Fowler. Somehow she gets out. There's Kennedy Howard with the 3. She had a couple threes in the JV game. Now, I thought Chloe Butler should have taken that shot right back up. Natalie Albert's getting pressure. There's a steal by number 3, Jalen Johnson. She's going to go coast to coast with a left-handed goal.
Okay.
The Redbirds stay up in that press. Butler's going to try to go sideline. And again, Butler draws the foul. And Coach Bates for Loudonville is telling his player, you got to get your foot on that sideline. Take that charge, right? Albert trying to get it in, and it's going to stay Tiger ball. This is the same problem that the boys team's been having, Mr. Nicholson, getting the ball inbound against pressure. And here's Jasmine Dangerfield into the game. She's going to go deep in the backcourt. Good move by Jasmine. Smart move. Okay, it looks like the Redbirds are still in a really soft man-to-man on help side. Albert throws it up. No good. Here's Vermillion. Let's see if we can stop ball this time. Ashley Harvey picks her. Wow, way deep downtown, off the mark. 20 has the green light, Mr. Nicholson.
That was 5 feet behind the line.
They're stretching it even further. And that's going to stay Tiger basketball. Zach Frankfurt's rooting on the Redbirds tonight. Watching from Loudonville, I guess. Got a $1:17 left in the first quarter, 20-2. Tigers down first quarter. Tip ball, should be okay to play it from there. There we go, Jasmine Dangerfield has it. I think she's got her dribble, but she passes it to Kennedy Howard. That's gonna be a tip, stay Tiger ball. So this coach for Loudonville, Tyler Bates, he was a player at Smithville High School, Smithville Smithies, and then he played at Marietta College under Coach John Vanderwall. Kennedy Howard with the shot, looks good. Kennedy's shot looks good, don't you think, Mr. Nicholson?
Yep, she wasn't far off.
Her varsity minutes have been increasing as the season goes on. There's a good dish underneath. 21 can't handle it. Howard ends up with the steal. Drake kicks it to Albert, and she took an extra step. That'll be Redbird ball. About 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Let's see what the Redbirds do. I'm guessing they're going to see if they can get it down into number 2, Corey Vermillion, but the other gals on this team are not afraid to shoot it. And there's 20 to the hoop. Nice pass underneath to 21. Little left-handed bunny for Liberty Gerhardt. And Tigers have got 8 seconds left to get a shot off. Natalie Albert wants it, kicks it over to Keegan Howard. She fakes it. Danny Drake in the corner, no good. So that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. Tigers got on the board with a bucket by Shelby Fowler, but that's about it. So, Mr. Nicholson, I want to know, if you're in Coach Baker's spot, what do you do here? What's the game plan?
Well, they're playing a high-caliber team. All he can do is just get the girls experience and let them enjoy this game. Just like you said, don't quit. It's a learning experience. It's a tough team.
Yes.
They are effortlessly just getting it done.
They're getting what they want on offense for sure. And again, one of the things that I'm noticing on defense is they are forcing the offensive player to their weak hand dribble. And then when they put it on the floor, they're really cutting off the angle of the basket. And those are just the little things as a former coach that you pick up on. Obviously, they're good ball handlers, they're good shooters, but those little things defensively are what impresses me. So Statman stats here, not much to talk about. Shelby Fowler with a deuce. We got a couple, 4 people with a single rebound. Statman, I need you to pad the stats, buddy. We need more out of you. You're the reason we're down 20-2, buddy. Pick it up. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to hear from where you're at watching and who you are, whether you're from Loudonville or not. I know we've played some golf down in that area. I know our church camp is down there, Round Lake Christian Church. You people from Loudonville, let me know if you know what Round Lake Christian Church camp is. I've been down there as a camper, and my kids have been down there. It's a great camp. And Mr. Nicholson, your son was down there at Round Lake for a couple years,
yes,
right?
He was.
Yes, sir. Old Zane.
Another bucket underneath.
Who scored that one? Did you notice?
Maybe 2 again.
Okay. Either way, it's the Redbirds controlling the game here. Albert gets it out. That pass is tipped. And, oh, now it's going to be a travel. Danny thought that pass was not tipped. You always got to make sure. Just pick it up and act like it's a live ball. But she thought it was not tipped.
We're not playing terrible defense. These girls are just, they're making shots and getting the easy ones off.
Yeah, they got a nice, well-rounded team. There's Vermillion.
Oh, boy.
Holy moly.
3 feet behind the three-point line.
So we're talking about a sophomore. And Coach Bates has mentioned to me that she is getting quite a few looks from colleges already. And if you're knocking down 3-pointers like that and going coast to coast like she is, then she's got a chance. She's got a chance. On top of that, Coach Bates said she's a great kid. So good for her, good for the Redbirds, and bad for the Tigers right now. There's Danny Drake with a floater, no good. Natalie Albert with the good hustle. Tigers control it. Got to pull that trigger, Natalie. Shoot that ball, girl. Good control underneath by Shelby Fowler. Up and in off the glass. That was a heck of a catch. That is a tough pass that Natalie threw at her ankles.
Underneath.
Yes. We'll take a few more of those. Tigers going to, it looks like, that probably was a 2-3. They've stayed at 2-3 most of the year, Mr. Nicholson. So I don't know what you do against this team here. You go man, they're going to drive by you. You stay in a zone, they're going to pull up from the volleyball line.
These
you
girls
just tip
are
your
good.
hat to them.
Oh,
and here's another one. Let's just add it to the list. Number 4, Jenna Gilliams. She throws in a 3-pointer, and it looks like we got a couple Gilliams on the team. So somebody's doing something right within that family. Chloe Butler has it on the left wing. Gigi Morgan passes it to Albert, dumps it down to Shelby Fowler. Got to be ready to shoot against this team. Danny Drake takes a 3 off the rim. Good box out by number 22. Keeps Shelby Fowler off the glass. Here's 20. Going to kick it in. Back out to Vermillion. She gets tagged with a travel.
One of the few mistakes tonight.
Yes, we'll take it. Tigers got the momentum on the turnover, and unfortunately, they are down 26 points, and Coach Baker takes another timeout. These are all learning opportunities and teaching moments for Newton Falls. So, Coach Baker talking with the Lady Tigers over there, and you know, the focus right now for the coaching staff is not win or lose this game. It's about Wednesday and getting a tournament victory against the Lady Bombers. So, ladies and gentlemen, here in Newton Falls, get your Tiger Den pizza ordered up for halftime. You can relax, get something to drink, and eat your Tiger Den pizza. Maybe you had it yesterday at for the Super Bowl. What'd you think of that Super Bowl game, Mr. Nicholson?
Interesting game. Yeah, for sure.
It was a good game.
Good battle.
Sometimes you get good games in the Super Bowl, and sometimes you get real duds. I would say that was classified as a pretty competitive game. I was rooting for Cincinnati, and I heard little birdie told me you might have had some wagers on that game for the Rams.
Friendly,
so.
friendly, Mr. Kern.
Yeah, ain't nothing friendly about you, Mr. Nicholson. You're out for blood. There's a steal by number 20 that's out of bounds. Tough spot for Butler to inbound. Gets it to Albert. She gets it out of the corner. Spin move on Vermillion. Butler has it. Kicks it to Drake. Gigi Morgan's going to pull that three. Looks good.
Near miss.
Yeah. That's what I like to see, though. I like to see that penetration and kick. We'll take all the open shots we can. There's number 2. Corey Vermillion. She gets into the paint, and Shelby Fowler gets tagged with a foul. Coach Baker doesn't like it. He says the hands went straight up. Looked pretty good. So Jack Jenkins from Cookeville, Tennessee, just to let you know, Mr. Nicholson's dragging me down kind of towards your area, but we are heading towards South Carolina. Where we decide? Anderson? Anderson, South Carolina. So what is that from Greenville? Half hour, 45 minutes?
Yes.
And we're going to do some golfing. Mr. Nicholson's going to try to take all my money, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to start a GoFundMe account when I come back from this golf trip, and you guys can donate to Scooter Kernan GoFundMe account after Mr. Nicholson takes all my money on the course.
On the Clemson Walker course.
Was that, we booked that one?
Oh, it's coming.
Is that where Clemson plays their home matches?
Yes.
Okay.
Looking forward to it.
They might recruit you. They might. You got some eligibility there. There's a scrum. Tigers end up with it. Danny Drake has it. And we got Jasmine Dangerfield down on the ground. We're going to take, I think, an official's timeout, I believe. And Jasmine's dinged up a little bit. Good effort by the Lady Tigers. And I'm not sure what I don't know if she got popped in the face. The trainer's going to look at her. Or if she's got any blood coming, or just, when you get hit in the nose like that, it hurts. Looks like you've been hit in the nose a few times, Mr. Nicholson. I'm just saying.
It can't hurt my looks, Mr. Kernan.
Come on. Fight back like you normally do.
It can only help.
That's a 5 count the Tigers get dinged with. That'll go. That's good defense by the Redbirds. My buddy Jack Jenkins is willing to donate to the Scooter GoFundMe. I love it. Thank you, Jack. Cheryl Gray is watching from Loudonville. Cheryl, glad to have you join us. Got a nice team to watch.
First shot that the Loudonville girls did not put on net.
I don't know who the Loudonville girls are, but the Loudonville girls.
Okay, here we go.
Is that your way of talking smack to the Loudonville crowd?
That's how. No.
Cheryl Gray,
my bad.
You feel free to really talk back to Mr. Nicholson. I think he was just a little smack talking there. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't been around Mr. Nicholson and myself, there's nothing serious about us when we're around each other. So get ready, because it's just heating up. There's number 20, nice penetration down to 42. Good defense by the Lady Tigers. Kicks it back out to, I believe, number 4, off the mark. Chloe Butler's taking a chance there. And we're going to get a traveling violation.
Got the travel. Falls girls are getting a little more physical.
Hanging in there, just keep competing, play hard. That's all Coach Baker and his staff expect, is to play hard and never say die. Good motion offense there. Chloe Butler's going to dribble into a corner. I don't necessarily like that. Yeah, that's going to be a double dribble. A lot of times, Mr. Nicholson, when teams run that zone, or I'm sorry, that motion offense, a lot of times you get a person popping out at the top and then back cutting, and the player on the wing with the ball. That's a timing issue. You think you're passing it to the wing, next thing you know, the player cuts back door. Now you got a travel or a double dribble.
Or you're throwing to your imaginary friend.
That's right, who's always open. There's Vermillion. Good high-low option down there. That's good fundamental zone offense.
So far, it's either been a layup or a three-pointer.
Yeah, a couple fast breaks in there. There's Lily Sate into the game, the freshman for the Tigers. She's been playing real well at the JV level. Danny Drake stops and pops from about 16 feet. Good to see Danny Drake get on track here. It's Tigers with 6 points. Danny Drake, Statman's got Danny Drake for a 2-pointer. Tigers almost get that steal. Post feed into 42. Down low to Vermillion. She turns. And Ashley Harvey takes the charge on Vermillion. Good job by Harv taking the charge. All right, couple good possessions for the Tigers. And here comes Riley Lampman into the game. Now, Mr. Nicholson, this is your first game watching the Lady Tigers this year. I want you to watch 22, Riley Lampman. She's physical. She will throw her body around, and she is young, too. She is a freshman guard, yeah. Tiger ball, baseline out of bounds. Got about $1.54 left in the second quarter. Albert's going to try to pop it out. Here's Drake in the corner. She'll take the deep three from the corner off the side of the backboard. And there's Vermillion with the rebound. Let's see if we can stop her. She's going to try to get to the rack. Harvey steps in and it just slid a little bit. Tried to take that charge again, but if you watch the replay, good job by our student-led video production team. She just didn't have that straight-on charge. Again, we'd like to thank our students and Tom Gregory for doing an excellent job on the production every night this year. Tom Gregory, I want you to know that when I talked to Coach Tyler Bates, when I introduced myself, the Loudonville coach, first thing he says, hey, you guys do a great job with your producing the games. So I want you to know that. You're doing great. Go see Rocco over there for your bonus check.
Hey, thanks, Scott. I really appreciate that. It's good to know. Good to know.
Yes. And there is a ball thrown in the backcourt, and that's going to be over and back. Good hustle, though, by Natalie Albert. So let's
Of course,
yeah.
Scott, one bad thing about a great video program, we're basically doing the other team's scouting reports.
I do understand that. Nowadays, I don't think it's real hard to get, videos of the other teams. So we might as well do a good job while we're at it. And as far as Loudonville goes, I don't think they need much scouting on us. Here's Satan up with the shot, no good. And here comes Vermillion with a nice lead pass to 22. Misses the left-handed pass. There's a good rebound by Riley Lampman. She'll bring it back the other way. Natalie Albert leading the way. Tried to force it into Sate. And it looks like Albert might end up with this one. 36 seconds left in the half. Good ball movement by the Tigers. Get a screen from Harvey. Albert from the corner, no good. Sate with the long arm rebound up, no good. Good rebound by Lily though. Number 20, Shaylin Gilliams. There's Vermillion, gets it to Gilliams. Good block by Lily Sate. That's gonna do it for the half. So the Tigers with a good defensive possession to end the half, and they are down 37-6 to a very, very polished Loudonville team, or as Mr. Nicholson would say, the old Loudonville Redbirds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take a break, get something to eat and drink, and we'll join you back in the third quarter.
right, guys, if you're up there, let's roll.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just about 30 seconds away from the second half. Mr. Nicholson, how do you recap that first half?
We got to see a pretty, like you said, polished team roll right into a 37-6 lead. Our girls are working hard and doing their best, and they're just playing a tough team.
And we see some of the stats here from the scorebook. We got Corey Vermillion with 18 points leading the way for the Redbirds, and a host of other players contributing. There's not one person necessarily that you can focus on and single on, because there's a lot of.
So we got Shelby Fowler with 4 and Danny Drake with 2.
And that rounds it up, and that confirms what Statman has for our stats. So Statman also said we have a total of 7 rebounds for the Lady Tigers. All right, new half, new attitude. Here comes the refs. Maybe just a little bit late, but here we go. We're going to start this second half, and what Coach Baker and his staff have to focus on is one possession at a time. It's a new game. Pretend to score a 0-0 and play hard. And looks like well, now that looks like a little bit of zone out of the Redbirds coming out. Fowler controls it. Drake gets by her defender, stops and pops, no good. Albert with the weak side rebound, kicks back out to Drake, swings it over to Morgan. Down to the short corner. They look to get Fowler that ball. Cross court, good pass by Albert. Good strong pass there. Got to watch Drake getting caught in the corner against Vermillion. Not only is she a good scorer, she is a really good defender. Tigers got to get open. Bounce pass to Fowler. And this is some sort of like 1-3-1 zone, I believe. Let's take a look at it, Mr. Nicholson, see what we got. Gigi all the way, left-hand scoop off the rim.
Nice try.
Shaylin Gilliams brings it into the front court. Good spin move off the glass, no good. Butler hustling the whole time, as she always does. Mr. Nicholson, Dale Huff says hello to both of us.
Huffy, we
Huffy,
miss
get
you.
out there and clear the greens off in Riverview.
Another nice long 3 by number 3.
Yeah.
Jalen Johnson.
This team can shoot it from top to bottom.
And they don't have to be close to the 3-point line. They let it go.
Good catch by Butler. And Albert will take the 3-point shot, no good. Butler runs it down, good hustle. Danny Drake measures it up off the back of the rim. Fowler with the strong rebound off the glass and in.
Nice job, good rebound.
I'd like to see it, don't you? I'm sure you like to see that using the backboard that close. That was probably part of your game,
off the
wasn't it?
glass. It's easier to make.
You're old school like that, right?
I'm old, Mr.
You're
Kernan.
old, I can vouch for that one. Number 3 says, let me take it again. No good.
Oh,
There's
boy,
Vermillion
nice
with the rebound. She doesn't hit that one.
Okay.
Shelby Fowler with a good rebound. Here come the Tigers the other way. Gigi Morgan playing the point guard position now. Now they're in man-to-man. And Butler goes baseline, and Vermillion got away with a little bit of contact on that. Huffy, it's supposed to get up to like 55 this week. Butler with the shot, no good. Huffy, we want you getting those mowers ready to rumble out there at Riverview. Okay, here comes the run out by number 3, Gilliams. Good crossover, left-hand shot. Very nice move by number 3, Jalen Johnson. Oh, that's Johnson, my apologies. Jalen Johnson, good move. And Butler picks her dribble up. That's never a good idea. Number 20 on the steal, Shaylin Gilliams, and she draws the foul. She's going to get 2 shots. One thing about this Loudonville team, if you pick your dribble up, the next defender 1 pass away is going to be denying, and they will get the steal if you don't watch.
Good court awareness.
Up and in for the second one for 20, Shaylin Gilliams. What do you figure that drive is from Loudonville, downtown Loudonville to Newton Falls? I'm going to say...
That's near Mohican?
Yeah, I think
hour
it's
and
15,
25
20 minutes. Yeah, I was going to say about an hour and 15.
On the school bus, 2 hours.
That's a miserable ride on a school bus, let me tell you. Butler, she'll stop and pop from 15, no good. Jalen Johnson brings it down, and here comes number 20, Shaylin Gilliams. She gets into the paint. Nice soft touch off the rim. And that's one thing you don't want to see if you're Coach Baker. Any penetration on a zone defense, you cannot have penetration into the paint. That's the things that'll drive you nuts as a coach. You got 2 people out top on the defense, you got to stop it. Shelby Fowler tries to feed Natalie Albert. And to be quite honest with you, I'd rather see Albert clear that out and let Shelby should have let her clear out and then made a post for herself. Natalie stands about as tall as I am. I don't think her game's outside. All right, Tigers in the zone. Howard and Drake out top. Harvey, Fowler, and Butler down low. There's a good high-low action to Corey Vermillion. She gets the bucket and adds to her total. I don't know what the state record is for most points by a girl in a career, but she got to be on the radar after her senior year, if ever, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise as far as health. And 22 draws the foul. That's Maddie Klein. She gets 2 free throws. She knocks down the first one. I gotta ask Huffy, how come you're not taking your wife out on Valentine's night for a nice dinner instead of you're watching Lady Tiger basketball? Come on, Huffy, you're a better husband than that.
He's ahead of the game, Mr. Kern.
What about you?
What
about you, Mr. Nicholson?
I celebrated it last week, so I'd be ahead of the game.
Did your wife celebrate it with you too?
Yes.
Or did you just have a nice Valentine's night with yourself? Keegan Howard, or
From
geez,
the
I did it
doghouse.
again. Not Keegan Howard, Kennedy Howard. She's going to yell at me if she watches the tape. There's a steal by number 21. And Coach Bates calls a timeout, but he says, let's just run it. He wants to get some subs in, and he's going to get Vermillion out of the game at this point. And that's probably a smart move if you're Coach Bates. You got tournament coming up, and you do not want any injuries from your better players. So a lot of girls going to get some playing time now that play JV, and let's see how the Tigers can handle that. Tigers in the 2-3 zone. 4 thought about shooting that. Now she does. Back of the rim, no good. And number 21 is going to get a over the back foul, I believe. Good box out by the Tigers. Sparse crowd tonight. In fact, Loudonville did a fairly good job of bringing some fans tonight. It's just flat out cold out there, Mr. Nichols. I'm sick of winter. Think you can do something about that?
50 degrees next 2 days, or Wednesday, Thursday.
Wednesday, Thursday. There's number 3 with the steal.
Breakaway, yep, bucket.
Jalen Johnson goes coast to coast for the bucket. 51-8. A minute 24 left. Pass into Ashley Harvey. She bounce passes it to Dangerfield. Good drive baseline. Better defense though. Drake, she'll shoot it. Good.
Bucket.
So Danny Drake gets another bucket for herself. All right, here's an offensive board by number 21. Jasmine Dangerfield, the junior, out top to Kennedy Howard, not Keegan Howard. Mr. Nicholson, I've struggled with that this year. I keep wanting to call her Keegan.
JFK Howard.
JFK, okay.
That's how you remember it, Mr. Cook.
All right. Pass almost stolen by 21. Now we got a running clock going on. So this fourth quarter will likely go pretty doggone fast. Feet underneath the Harvey. She gets it blocked by 21. Liberty Gerhardt. And number 20 takes a shot at the buzzer. No good. And that'll do it for the third quarter action. 54-10. The Redbirds in control. All right, take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back shortly for the start of the fourth quarter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the fourth quarter action, and let's see if the Lady Tigers can win this quarter. Man-to-man defense by the Redbirds. Morgan out top to Butler. Spin move, gets to the paint, kicks it to Morgan. She's gonna chuck that three-pointer off the rim. Good rebound by Butler, and 12 is gonna get tagged with a little up and under box out. But I tell you what, I gotta give 12 credit. She did what she had to do to get Butler on her back. But she was literally on her back. All right, little box formation for the Tigers, and they're going to try to post Fowler up. Just a, oh, she goes sliding hard into the bench area. Ivy Hong just gave her the I love you sign when she slid to her feet. Gotta love Ivy. All my students are nice, Mr. Nicholson. All the A through L students are nice. Giving love hand signals. Your L through Z students they're rough. They're rough.
They're all great kids.
No, I got to tell you, we've got great students here at Newton Falls. How many years you been here, Mr. Nicholson?
I think this is 33rd year in education, 32 at Newton Falls.
32 years. Would you do it again?
Yes.
Yes,
It's
me
been
too.
fun.
Me too. 21 with a nice strong move underneath. Albert with a good rebound. Here she comes the other way. Let's see if Natalie Albert can get on the board here. There's Riley Lampman, and that's going to stay Tiger ball. Butler's going to try to get it in, maybe lob to Shelby. Instead, we try to get it to Lampman, and 5 gets a steal, and then Albert knocks it away. And now it's just a ping pong match. Number 12 ends up with it, and okay, Albert ends up with it. Here come the Tigers. That was a little bit odd. Coach Baker calls 4 out. See if we can get some movement. Loudonville really denies those wings nicely. Oh, yeah, that's one step too many. Gigi gets tagged with the travel. She shows her frustration a little bit. Got a running clock, ladies and gentlemen. Loudonville's going to get home a little bit early. Huff wants to know if you're doing the boys game tomorrow night. You can't kick Jimmy Medalis out. He's got a solid seat in there. Dave Stimpert in the house. Stimpy, glad you could join us. Tigers losing tonight, but glad to have Stimpy in the house. Let's see if the Tigers can get a bucket here. Get something good to happen before this tournament game. Might have got away with a travel there. And that's going to be a jump ball. Comes a host of Tigers and Redbirds into the game. Drake, Lily Sates, Harvey into the game. Lampman will stay on, I believe. I think they got too many, don't they? No. 1, 2, yeah, nope, that's 5.
Good.
Harvey in the corner. Danger, well, spacing's bad right now. I don't know what's going on. There's Drake in the corner. She's trying to get Dangerfield posted up. Lily Sate wants to pull that. Lampman with the back cut, loses it, and number 12 ends up with it. Sydney Strauss. Good defense by Lampman. Cross-court pass here, Sate with the steal. She's gonna go coast to coast, up and gets fouled. Good foul by number 5.
Good defense.
Yeah. So Lily Sate's gonna try for 2 points. What'd you notice about that free throw, Mr. Nicholson, if you had to make one adjustment for him?
I was looking at the sheet. Yeah, I would say more arc.
Yes, more arc, a little bit more arc. That
common mistake for a lot of people.
Yeah, got to shoot it up.
There's better. That was better.
Off the rim, Dangerfield with the good hustle. That's going to be a jump ball. Good hustle by Jasmine Dangerfield. Got the radio crew from Loudonville doing the game next to us. They're traveling good distance to bring home the game to the Redbird fans. There's a corner 3 by number 5, rimming out. Number 12 with the board, Sydney Strauss. She gets deep into the paint after the feed to number 32, Jackie Renner. And she'll get a chance to get on the board. Clock's a ticking down to about 2 minutes now. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a great Valentine's Day with your significant other. And I hope you enjoyed maybe a nice meal or just some quality time together. Obviously, I'm enjoying it with my buddy, Mr. Nicholson. Always a good time. See, I complimented you there. That means you got to let me win at golf this weekend.
Oh, bets are off on that one, Mr. Kern. I
Really?
plan on winning.
You're spotting me strokes, right?
Turning a new leaf this year.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Sate with the good drive. She's going to get 2 free throws.
Very nice drive to the hoop.
Her game has come a long way. And the encouraging thing for the Tigers, Mr. Nicholson, is as we look through the lineup, no seniors. No seniors on the team.
Young.
Very young. Likewise for this talented Loudonville team, they've got 1 senior, Shaylin Gilliams. So they are going to be a force to be reckoned with for a few years.
Seeing these kids in the hallways, they're just a great group of young ladies, too.
They are. They are. Who was that? Butler passing around cookies today for Valentine's Day?
They were good.
They
Mr.
were
Kerr.
good. How many? You had too many,
I
didn't
got
you?
one, Mr. Kerr.
Oh, you never
But it was
just
really
one.
good. No, it was really good. That was the Lay's potato chips. This was a cookie.
Which Lay's potato chip brand do you like the best? What flavor?
Plain.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Come on, man. You like dried toast.
Nope, they're good.
Doritos.
Oh, okay,
There
all
we
right.
go.
I got to go. Anybody try the dill pickles? The dill pickle Lay's? Oh, my.
You
It's
like them?
It's like crack. Not that I've had it. Not that I've had crack before. I bet you it tastes like crack, though.
It's like the cucumber Gatorade. I'm not buying.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for tonight's action. The Tigers go down 56-10 to a superior team in the Loudonville Redbirds and Coach Bates. But regular season's done now, and the focus will turn for the Lady Tigers to Wednesday against the Wyndham Bombers, and let's see if our Lady Tigers can get a tournament victory on Wednesday night. I hope you can join us, ladies and gentlemen, on Wednesday, and also it'll be senior night tomorrow night for the boys. So catch us tomorrow night if you got nothing going on. Dan Holstein out there in California, Jack Jenkins in Cookeville, Tennessee, and we got a host of other people just watching all over the place. And Vicky B down there in Cookeville. So join us tomorrow night for the boys. For Statman, for Mr. Nicholson, we're glad you joined us. Be safe and have
My
a great
pleasure.
night, everybody.